Quick. Go ahead, say something, say your name, who you are, da da da.
Testing. Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
That work? You hear me?
Yeah, let's see.
Gotcha.
Check. Here we go. 1 2 1 2. Check. Filming, rolling. Check. State your name, who you are, where you from, for the record.
All right. My name's Craig Stennis. I'm East St. Louis, born and raised, and I guess you can consider myself a tattoo artist, so to speak. You know, I dabble a little bit in art. So.
Okay. Got something to show you real quick. Sort of my icebreaker.
Okay.
All right. First. All right. Tell me what you think about that there.
What's your motivation? What I think about bedope?
No, what you think about the hat? Yeah, do you like the hat? What you think about the hat?
Of course I like the hat. What you talking about?
Okay.
Most definitely like the hat.
Tell me what you like about the hat.
I love everything about the hat, man. You know what I'm saying? The overall message in general, you know what I'm saying, just speaks a lot. You know, it speaks volumes because being dope in itself just is so many ways and so many aspects of life that determine what it is to be dope. So just to be able to represent that, you know what I'm saying, walk around knowing people gonna be, hey, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? What do you mean by be dope? You can kind of give them your aspect of life and how it defines you and how it applies to you. So to speak. So,
Okay.
You know, that's one thing I like about the hat, man. And then what's your motivation? Of course, that's one of the most important questions you can be asked if you're a motivated person.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, backgrounds, upbringings, things like that.
Okay. We appreciate that.
Yeah, most definitely.
So we tend to have like our own language, right? Our own code of language where, you know, if you're not in the know, you don't really know how to talk to people that, you know, kind of have our bravado, our style, whatever. So in your life, in your perspective, what's dope to you?
Being authentic, being yourself, being vulnerable, not being afraid to challenge yourself to be better at whatever it is you aspire to be. Being dope is just forging your own path and not following somebody else's just for the sake of finding something outside of what you feel like is within your comfort zone or your wheelhouse. I'm a big believer in just being a leader. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've always been the type of person to get advice from others. You know what I'm saying? I'm always a listener, but I've always been the type of person to, hey, follow your own mind, man. Believe in the things that you feel like are going to benefit you in the long run. So just being as authentic and genuine as you can possibly be.
All right. So what was the moment that you decided that this is what you wanted to do? Like, of all the things you could do in life, or all the things that you've had to do, like, this is something that was like, yeah, I want to do this right now. This is where I'm at.
I just kept coming back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been the type of person, drawing, one of my passions, because it was just seeing what I was able to put on paper. And I was just really impressed by it. And the more I learned stuff, you know, growing up, just the more intrigued I got by it. And then I step away from it, but I always find myself coming back to it.
Okay.
So kind of like that. If you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I pushed it away for a little bit, focused on other stuff, but I always find myself coming back to it. So I was always drawn back to it. So it was like, okay, yeah, this is meant for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't let it go.
That's right.
You know, it's almost like that Anthony Hamilton. I can't let it go. You know, just couldn't let it go, man.
So that's kind of a good question. You kind of answered it, but I want to get, I guess, a little bit more detailed on it. How did you get there? Like, how did you get here?
Practice, research, just kind of studying some of the past artists who've been in the game a lot longer.
Okay.
You know, man, social media is kind of taking off. You get to see a lot of other styles and techniques. Just being a observer and an absorber. You know what I'm saying? So
how about this? Do you remember the first one you did? Can you tell me?
The first
what
one
that
I
was
did
like?
was on my wife, actually. My best friend kind of pushed me towards it a little bit because I was still hesitant in actually doing it. But it was like, okay, man, if you don't grab this machine and start practicing, I'm gonna grab it for you, and you're gonna do it. We're gonna get this together because I believe that you're capable of doing it. That's kind of how I jumped off. But my wife was my first canvas, and it's odd because I took her to get her first tattoo when we started dating, and then when I started this, she became my first canvas. So I was really motivated and driven by the people around me, the support that I got, and just that overall belief in my capability. That kind of nudged away at the doubt that I had. And I don't think it was doubt as more of a fear starting off, anxiety a little bit, nervousness is how the outcome might have been. But support is a big thing.
Absolutely.
And if somebody believes in you, then it's for a reason. So just, I guess, take heed to it. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what it is that they're telling you that makes them believe in you so much more.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of what my driving force was. You know what I'm saying? Just my people.
So how would you describe, like, everybody kind of has their own style. How would you describe your particular style that you give to your art?
I don't know, man, because I'm not really a master of a specific style. I know I'm not really big on like traditional art. I guess I'm more so simplicity, but with a little fine tuning. I like fine line work with nice saturation. You know what I'm saying? I like to do smaller pieces. Sometimes I like to do the larger pieces, but as far as like a specific style, I can do a little bit of everything. I wouldn't say I'm more of a hyper realistic type of artist, but I dabble in the realistic line of work and just bringing the image to life as much as possible.
Okay. What about you as a person? Like, what would you say, like, as who you are? What's your style for who you are? Like, if somebody came to you and asked you, like, who are you? Like, what kind of style do you bring to life? What kind of style would you say that is?
That's a question that I've never been asked before. Man, that's a good one. That's deep, man. I don't know, man. I guess I'm an 80s baby. You know what I'm saying? I would say I bring that 80s vibe, the style of just what when hip hop was hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The things just being cool in your own regard. Just, I don't know, man. Just I don't know. Just it's just really complicated to answer that question because I've never really thought about what my style was because I'm able to switch it up.
That's cool.
Versatility is one of my biggest things that you know what I'm saying. Like I can pretty much adapt to the environment based off what swag I need to bring.
Okay, so that's a good one.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know, just
So
versatile.
if you like are more, if you think you can be more versatile in style, so there's no set style as you as a person, do you think you implement that same type of thing into your art, where it's like you don't master one, you're more versatile in every type of style?
Absolutely. Okay. And it's crazy that you said that because that's exactly how I apply it with the art. I try to get a little bit from each method of artistry in terms of tattooing. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of artists typically find one area that's their niche and they stick with it.
Mhm.
I mean, granted, I
That's true.
plan to get there, but I want to get a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? To say that I've gotten some kind of experience in it,
Mhm.
know the do's and don'ts of it, and just moving forward to kind of build on each one and collectively bring it all together so that can be my style.
Okay.
You know.
Do you think there's one particular way that people have come to you that they want? Like, I'm sorry, let me rephrase. When people come to you and they want to get tatted, is there a particular pattern that you notice that it's always these type of people that want this, or you know?
Yeah, I mean, especially nowadays, man, because people are like really aligned with the art that people put out now. So a lot of times you get the eyes, the roses, the clocks,
Mhm.
the butterflies.
Okay.
So I get a lot of those when I'm being contacted. There's several times that I'm getting something different, or very seldom, I should say, that I'm getting something outside of the scope of that. But yeah, I think it's just right now. It's just because it's trendy, and that's with art. When it's trendy, that's kind of what people lean towards because it's easier to see something that you like and it's being pumped out and pumped out and pumped out. Your mind processes this is like, yeah, oh, this is fire. You know what I'm saying? So I want something like this,
Right.
and then it's less work to try to create something
That's
and
true.
say, okay, I want you to do this. So instead of that, send them a pic and be like, can you do this?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing of it is, it's like, okay, can I do this in my own style though? Like, I might not do this exactly the way you want it, but I can do this. So it's like, are you able to lean a little bit as the client? A lot of times they do,
Okay.
but you get some people who just like, no, I want it just like that. And it's like, then it won't be yours.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I ask, can I do it in my own way? Because I'm trying to give you something that is typically going to be something that you have, even if it's the same things,
Mm-hmm.
the same design flow, it's done in a different approach, then it's kind of different from the original or something else that you know what I'm saying? So it's like not the same. It's not a copy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Versatility.
yeah, that's what I
Absolutely.
try. Yeah, most definitely.
I like. Okay. Um, so we have this saying over at the company. We say, "Do what makes you feel good as often as possible." So, what would you say, other than some of the obvious things? What would you say? Do you do that makes you genuinely feel good, like all the time?
Outside of family,
Yeah, I mean, you can describe anything, but outside the norm, when people talking about like sex, well, sex, we're like, yeah, we get that, we know that.
yeah.
Say outside of the
Well, I
obvious.
mean, I love music, man. Like, you know what I'm saying. I try to get into it with different artists. New, old. Like whether they're mainstream, underground, whatever. I love music. I sit on my couch late nights with my headphones on and just listen to all kind of music, just vibe out. Um, just anything that I feel like I can express myself. That's the type of stuff that makes me feel good. Even I don't care if there's nobody around. If I'm having an outlet and it's just me and I'm vibing, the vibe is all that matters to me. And it could just be me by myself, man. So vibing. If I had to say anything, just vibing with people who are like-minded, vibing with people who aren't like-minded, and just feeding off each other and still having that camaraderie, or just vibing solo.
Yeah.
It's about the vibe, bro.
Absolutely. What's your motivation?
My motivation is to be the best version of me and improve upon it every day. Being my only competitor. When I wake up in the morning and I look in the mirror, that's the only person I'm competing with. I'm not competing with the next man over here, the next woman over there. I'm competing with myself, and I'm encouraging everybody, even if it's in the same industry, the same field, keep rocking out what you're doing. I'm not gonna look at you as somebody who I need to be, what's the word? What word should I say? Threatened by. If your skills are at a level that mine aren't, just go, hey, let me work harder.
Mm-hmm.
Look in that mirror, bro. Get your stuff together.
Yeah.
Get on your A game. You know what I'm saying? I'm my only competition, so I look at everybody else as equally yoked in terms of motivation and doing what they do. and I'm inspired by it. So that's my thing. My motivation is just challenging myself and being a better version of myself each day.
That's what's up.
You know,
I just want to thank you, Brother Craig, man. I think everything you do is dope, man. Like I said, I've been trying to do this for so long.
I know, bro. I
You know
appreciate
what I
it. I'm
mean?
sorry it took so long.
No, it's all good, man. We'll get together, but it's like it's just about you as a person, man. Just to see the evolution of you, man, how you've grown. This, and, you know, as long as I've known you, and then to embrace each other, just as men. Like I just want to let you know, man, I appreciate it, and
Absolutely,
I just
most
appreciate
definitely.
you doing what you do. Like I said, a lot of your work is dope to me, man. I love everything you do, and just want to show you love,
Hey,
brother. That's all
man.
this is about.
Likewise, I appreciate you having me. You know what I'm saying, man? I appreciate everything you're doing just to put people on this platform and on the forefront to talk about things outside of just craziness in the world. You know what I'm saying? Just challenging to think about stuff they never thought about before.
Absolutely.
And what's your motivation is probably one of the biggest things.
Oh,
because it's you can think it's easy to speak on it, but sometimes you get lost in translation. It's like so many things, but what's the ultimate thing that's motivating? What's driving? So keep up the good work with that, bro.
I appreciate you, man. I
love
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
That's it. That's a wrap.
All right.